Hello, English 346, queer literature. You are doing very well. Great class again on Tuesday regarding Paris is Burning. So as we go into the Jake Skeets book, Eyes Bottled Dark with a Mouthful of Flowers, I want you to be asking a literary question, which is how does the genre impact the representation? So at this point, you have read two novels, The Color Purple and Other Voices, Other Rooms. You have watched a documentary film, Paris is Burning, and you have watched a scripted film, The Watermelon Woman. And so in each of these genres, you're approaching the understanding of representation differently. So in Paris is Burning, these are real people being documented, but we also know that there's a lot happening in the edit, right? What we're seeing is shaped by the editing hand so that what ends up on screen is a very specific version of real people who may have other things to say about how they're being represented on that screen. With a novel, you have these kind of made up characters who represent certain ways of being, right? And so as we're reading through novels, we're respectful of the fact that they're not real people. They don't have anything else to say off screen or off book. And with a scripted film, it's much closer to a novel. So as we enter poetry, just keep asking yourself how poetry is different. I will say, and I often tell classes this, that when you read poetry, it's normal if the first reading is just kind of the sounds washing over you. It's often a bit more like music, where you don't hear all of the lyrics to a song clearly the first time. They kind of come into focus as you keep listening. With poems, it's very normal if it kind of washes over you, and then as you keep rereading, the sense kind of comes into focus. And then the second question that I want you to ask yourself is really one that we've been asking the whole semester, and we'll keep asking, is how is queer identity being understood in this particular text? How is it being represented? How is it being experienced? How is it being organized? Are the queer identities in this book the same or different than the queer identities that we've seen so far? How are they using labels to understand what it is that they're experiencing? How are they describing what it means to experience same-sex desire or cross-gender performance? So think about those two questions. The genre question, right? How's a poem different from a novel or a scripted film or a documentary? And how is queer identity being represented and organized and understood? Okay, I will see you on Tuesday.